Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see here. Today is Tuesday, April 25th of 2023. Let's dive into the energy, shall we? Calling upon the trusted ancestors and my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers, and so it is. And of course, rolling the dice to see what I need to shuffle a deck to. Power of number 5. You can see the Hierophant kick in. Power of number 7. Chariot card may make its presence known. And power of number 7. 577. So, looks like we are going to the number 19, which in tarot, that is the Sun card. So something here about success, health, wealth, prosperity, abundance, happier times, happier situations. We could also see the Star card kick in, possibly the Magician, the Devil card, Hermit, picking up on the 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, any of the Aces, 9 of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini born in the month of May, possibly a Cancerian or a Leo born in the month of July, a Capricorn or an Aquarius born in January, a Leo, possibly a Virgo or a Libra born in the month of September. Okay, power of number 19. Let's see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. Trusted ancestors and my Scorpio viewers and my Scorpio subscribers, what is the overall general collective energy today for the day commencing for Tuesday, April 25th of 2023? Taking a time out, 4 swords, thinking things through. You could be heavily contemplating about something or someone right now, Scorpio, or somebody is thinking about you. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. 5 of Pentacles. You could be going through some kind of lack conscious mentality. What I am picking up is something about guided meditations for your success, for a specific person. Doing your best to remain consistent if you are doing guided meditations in order to shift the vibrational frequency within your subconscious mind. Working with the law of attraction, law of assumption right now. You may be feeling a little bit defeated. You know, this may have something to do with the Mercury retrograde, because I do feel that everybody goes through emotional waves through the Mercury retrograde for 3 weeks. You could be hoping and praying that you're going to get a job situation. This could also be about moving into self-employment. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have the funding or like enough of a nest egg built up. But depending on if you're moving into self-employment, it depends on what you're going into. Do you really need a nest egg? I mean, it's kind of nice to have a little something built up, but sometimes, you know, we can't always just leave a job, you know. You can't always just bail ship. Sometimes it does definitely take a strong, solid plan of action, which this type of energy has definitely come up in my readings before over the recent last few days and last few weeks. Or right now, you could be feeling shut out by friends or family members right now. What is this lack energy going on? What is this? Yeah, Scorpio, maybe being all up in your head right now. A lot of sword activity, 2 swords and a coin. Stressed, worried. You could be worried about your money, your finances, paying rent, paying bills, putting groceries on the table. I don't think all of you guys are necessarily destitute. I think, you're doing everything to the best of your abilities, but it almost feels like something here in your mental state of mind needs to get boosted and or amplified, or this could be going through lack of confidence right now. You could be worried that you're not going to become successful. Well, the only way success happens is through action. That's the remedy. Action is everything. There are certain times, like, in relationship dynamics, especially if you're a female, don't want to run or chase after in a heterosexual relationship. You don't want to run or chase after the guy. The man should be making all the moves and so forth, to show you where you stand in the connection. But I'm feeling that this could be about family dynamics right now. There could be definitely ruminating thoughts of the past, which, it hits up the best of us, you guys. Okay, you're not alone. I go through it every now and then. I try to stay focused as to the best of my abilities, to stay focused in on, I would have to say, whatever's in front of me. And it's not all uncommon for a Scorpio to have a lot of irons in the fire. There could be numerous things that you want to do with your life. And, you could be feeling lack of validation from your friends, your family members, feeling shut out on social media platforms, who knows? But this is what is going on in the mind, because we have sword activity. Could be stressing out, wondering if somebody's going to reach out and text message you. You have to focus. It's hard. I've been there, but we do have to focus back in on the self. We have to focus back in on our internal wisdom, asking for wisdom, knowledge, and discernment from the divine. And again, like I've always said, ask your trusted ancestors, every day when you get up, okay, today's a new day. I'm going to get up. I'm going to be motivated to the best of my abilities. I ask my trusted ancestors to put me on the path of least resistance today. How are you starting your day off, right? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel joy? Do you feel heaviness? Do you feel inadequate? Do you feel like you can conquer the world? If you're battling with negative thoughts, you can always go see a clinical therapist, okay? But do your research. If you're trying to attempt to shift frequency from a spiritual perspective and psychological perspective on your own, then, listening to binaural beat frequencies or guided meditations to eliminate negative thinking, these ruminating thoughts, things that your family or friends or bosses, co-workers, how people make you feel, Scorpio. I'm hearing Faith Hill's song in my head, Just Breathe. Some of you could be clinging on really tight right now to a particular situation, and it could feel like this anxiety that is piling and or building up within your mental consciousness and looking for, tangible results in the 3D reality. Well, in truth, the end game, the end result, it's in your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth or a lie. So everything that you feed your subconscious mind, just know instantaneously it accepts it as truth. And it's about creating a new wave, a new pattern of thinking about where your life is at, But action is what it takes. I mean, in truth, action is what is going to propel you forward into victory and success, despite your fears, worries, doubts, or concerns. Let's go in. We're going to go into the Kipper deck, and then I'm going to pull a Moonology time frame here. Message from the Four of Swords. Yeah, you could feel like you are in your own mental prison right now, Scorpio, with ruminating thoughts of the past. Five of Pentacles. It's like you're waiting for money to come in. There could be doubt, feeling lack. You're waiting for maybe a job situation to come in. I mean, it's like the cards are just reiterating everything that you may feel like you're going through. You got to take it. Yeah. See, you could be creating unnecessary stress for yourself right now, Scorpio. You could be, going through headaches, migraine headaches. Again, diet, nutrition, exercise. Your brain is counting on you for those endorphins to make you happy. Happiness is not outside of us. Happiness comes from within. And when we focus in on the energy of our body's energy levels, like I said, I just posted, I think it was reading 2 days ago. Your energy levels are affecting your success and your personal happiness right now. Some of you could be stressed out about a loved one right now. Some of you may have, ill parents. Someone could have some severe mental health issues going on. If it's not with you personally, Scorpio, this could just be a time or a season right now where you might be in truth in the path of self-discovery. So whatever negative is going on in your mind right now, think about, where do you feel the negative thoughts from time to time? Where do you honestly feel that they're coming from? Do you still feel like you've got childhood wounds that need to be worked through? Do you feel like you need, more clinical counseling to help get you to, feel more motivated? You could be feeling like your dreams or goals are maybe put on hold because you could be dealing with X, Y, and Z reasons, catering to other people, maybe trying to be a people pleaser. See, we're not here to be on earth to be a people pleaser. We're here to create joy and happiness within ourselves so that the way we help others is by setting the tone, setting the example, becoming a true leader. Some of you may be battling whether or not you're good enough for success. but it's creating some form of mental drama or conflict within inside of you from time to time. Not all of you, but past tense. So let's take a look. Just know that, let's put it this way. Action. What can you do today? What can you do today to shift your dreams into reality? Because in truth, there's always a solution. There's always research. There's always resources. Let's go into the Moonology cards. Write your goals down today, Scorpio. And keep them simple. KISS. Keep it simple, sweetie. Uh-huh. I don't think I've ever had this one come up in a reading before. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Okay, so technically right now, we're in a waxing moon phase because guess what? We're headed towards the full moon in the sign of Scorpio on May 5th of 2023. And that's going to be the time to release out a lot of negativity. What is the sign of Scorpio? What are we all about? We're about change and transformation. Embracing change, being the phoenix rising up out of the ashes. So it could very well be true that once we get to the full moon on May 5th, then the day after, we start to inch our way into the waning moon phase. You can choose now to start releasing these ruminating thoughts, these thoughts of self-doubt, whatever you feel has been holding you back from moving forward and getting these, like, the smaller steps towards success in order for things to turn into a bigger success. Sometimes, our minds are just like, God, I just want to get to the finish line without having to do anything. Well, look, we have to do something. Yeah, it's true. And I've said this before. Some things in this lifetime will fall into our lap as if it were serendipity. It's like a token. I look at those little serendipity type of moments in our life. It's like a token from the universe to say, hey, we got your back. We know what you need. We're here. Keep moving forward. Okay? But we do have to put action. There's in truth, there's no way around it. But if you are weighed or bogged down by certain thought processes or negative ways of thinking, you could be feeling challenged right now. Maybe all of your life you were told that you would never mount up to anything, or that you were never good, or people might have, in your friends or your social circle of friends or family members, might have never thought that you would succeed, or maybe they told you that no, I don't think you should do that. No, I know somebody who did that and they failed. And maybe in truth, some of you guys did not get the support, the emotional support in your life in the past, whether it was, with a husband, with a wife, if it was with a girlfriend, a boyfriend, your own mother, your father, siblings, whatever the case may be. Think about why you feel you haven't succeeded and really analyze. Write down the reasons why you feel you're not where you need to be. And in truth and all actuality, is there something you can do today? Because the power of today, the power of now, which if you guys have never read that book, The Power of Now, I think it's a very transformative book. The power of now is in truth, that's our destiny. That is the future. The choices that you make in your mind in this very moment is going to set the tone for the next 5 minutes out, next few hours out, next few days, next few weeks, the months, and the years. Know at all times that you are actually in the driver's seat. You may think at times you're not in the driver's seat because of X, Y, and Z reasons. If that's the case, have you come to terms with setting healthy boundaries? Setting healthy boundaries is a challenge. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, because when we set boundaries with people, you know, there could be this complex that's going on. I've battled with it before, you know, where you're worried about what people are going to think about you, because if you've always been the yes guy or the yes girl and always, you know, have said yes, trust me, it is challenging to say no, but you have to claim within your mind that saying no and setting boundaries on your time is a healthy thing. It's good for your mental health to say no. That brings in a sense of comfortability, because when you know that you feel like you're on a mission from spirit, or spirit is trying to push you out of your comfort zone to be the best version of yourself, to become this beautiful, authentic, gorgeous butterfly that's been, you know, trapped and wrapped up in the cocoon. Okay. When we emerge, we bring a lot of beauty into the world. Think of yourself as a butterfly. You're bringing a lot of beauty. And butterflies, let's just put it this way, butterflies get noticed. How light and airy they are, how delicate, but yet this transformative beauty. And so I still feel that with the year 2023, there's still a lot of change and transformation. Why? You add up the numbers. It's the year of the chariot. It's power of number 7. Some of you Scorpios have a life path number of 7. And if you do, you're highly spiritually inclined, and also you're meant to travel. Which, by the way, I am a life path 7, so I would know this very distinctively. So I can feel in truth, that doesn't mean that you're singled out, like, you know, if your life path number equals to the number 8 or the number 9 or the number 3, really dive deep into what your life path number is. Add up the numbers of the birth month. You Scorpios were either born in the 10th month of the year or the 11th month of the year. Add up the numbers with the days and then the year and break it down to a single digit. And there's your life path number. And then do research. See what correlates. There are, with the other numbers in your full birth date, also have meanings too. You know, if you got the power of number 1, leadership. If you got the number 2, partnership. Number 3, it's like the creative arts. If you have the power of number 4, it could be in business or real estate, or could be an entrepreneur, you know. Power number 5, you know, look at the numbers. All numbers are created through 1 through 9. So it's almost like working with the energy of Aries through Virgo. 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th house of the zodiac. That doesn't mean that the 10th, 11th, and 12th houses don't have any purpose. but you can't create any other number outside of the number 9. You have to combine numbers to create another number outside of the number 9. There are no other numbers that in truth don't go beyond the number 9 until you start adding and create different combinations of numbers. So the thing is right now, this time frame is about releasement. Releasing everything, Scorpio, that you feel has held you back from gaining whatever you feel in your mind is your ultimate success. I'm going to quickly read on the waning moon here. Let me see what waning moon. Page number 100. Okay. And then we'll wrap up the reading. What do you need to release? Waning moon. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, or peaked for better or worse. And it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and the winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. So it is safe for you to let go and move on. So if you're dealing with narcissistic family members, going no contact, if this had to do with an unhealthy, toxic relationship, if this has to do with somebody who's just not giving you the time of day, breadcrumbing you, if this is about releasing yourself from a toxic job situation eventually, it says move forward with as little resistance as possible. And what do I say? Trusted ancestors, put us on the path of least resistance. Okay. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone or do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up into the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to the new moon again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its quote-unquote autumn and or winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process, which goes back to the metaphor of basically Scorpio, you being the butterfly or being the phoenix, rising up out of the ashes after doubt, worry, fear, uncertainty, lack of this, lack of that. In truth, your higher self knows in truth that you've got what it takes to have a fantastic life. And sometimes we just, in truth, we do have to get to a point, we have to find the strength to stop thinking what other people think. Trust me, I know it's hard because for the longest time I felt like I couldn't be my true self, whatever I thought my true self was. I think it was more or less about acceptance, like wanting to be loved in a particular way or being validated or being accepted. And as I've gotten older and become more wiser and more research, that I can honestly say, like, no, at the end of the day, I am the only one that is truly going to make myself happy. Running into another relationship, if you just got out of a relationship and they're trying to get into another relationship, where's the healing? That new person is going to pick up on that energy frequency that, you're desperate, or that you need to have a man, or that you need to have a woman. We don't need anybody, in truth, you guys, in our life. We have the spirit within us. But I look at people outside of us, the ones who are your soul family. That's like the bonus, you guys. The acceptance will more than likely come from people outside of your social circle of friends and your family members who really genuinely love you, want to see you grow, want to see you succeed, because they know what it feels like. They know what it feels like to be torn, not feeling loved enough, not feeling accepted enough. We've all have been through this, but some of you may be questioning, like, am I mentally healthy? Am I mentally safe? You know what I mean? That's where professional help, could come in. But on a spiritual level, in truth, you are perfect. You are whole. You are complete. And these negative waves of thinking that, have hit you up. Yeah, like I said, Mercury retrograde, the energy of it, the essence of it doesn't exactly help the situation, but we can make small breakthroughs and little by little keep releasing control. Being in perfect power and perfect control is understanding that you literally are, in a sense, behind that driver's seat of your fate and destiny. And until you come to terms with that and realizing that it's not dependent on your friends, it's not dependent on your family members, because those people and people outside of you are not going to make your dreams a reality, because in truth, some of them just don't care. That's the dirty, ugly truth of it. Some people just don't care. They don't care what you're going after. They're all about them. But your true soul family, your soul tribe, they're more or less, they're going to be your number one cheerleaders. And trusting in the divine that what you are doing is for a greater purpose. So some of you could still be battling, like, am I going to make it? Am I good enough? Seeking validation outside of yourself. Give yourself permission to validate yourself. If you need more boost of motivational insight, go check out Mel Robbins on YouTube. I would love to have a one-on-one interview with her, because I think she's incredible. I like the way that she talks to people. I like the way that she understands what it really truly means to validate. We have to learn how to validate ourselves. And it's so true. We were never taught that, you guys. We were never taught to put energy back on us, and because we've been programmed, mentally programmed, to say that, oh, but that's selfish. To love yourself is to be selfish. If you're not feeling, if you're not loving your true, divine, authentic self, Scorpio, how is really, in truth, anybody really going to love you? You have to feel that frequency. You have to feel that vibration. It could take a few days. It could take a few weeks. It could take a few months. It could take years. Only you know what's best for you. And this could be about you setting those boundaries on your time and energy. Validation, validating yourself, your self-worth. Recognizing that you are going to succeed. And again, how do we succeed? Action. Nothing happens without action. Spirit is showing me the book in my mind, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Fantastic book. Creative Success and the Mind. I think that's by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Very powerful little book. Time to, little by little, release these negative thoughts that have been keeping you, Scorpio, chained and bound, because to me, this is like the devil energy. You know what I mean? Being consumed, obsessing. Obsess over your career in a healthy way. Don't obsess over a person, because you want that shift of energy where somebody's in a healthy way obsessing over you because they just think you're top drawer. You know what I mean? But when you act like there's a way to act like you don't give an F, okay? Even though in truth you do, but not letting things bother you, which can be difficult. Yeah. I'm not going to say that's easy. No, because I used to go through the complex of what people think about me. And sometimes I think the reason why, the Spirit's telling me this, I think the reason why we always end up caring about what people think, it's because in truth, I think the deeper fear is that we're afraid to be alone, and that you're going to feel unwanted. But we need to know that that is not the truth. That is a reality we do not need to accept. If Spirit is trying to push you out of your comfort zone to release toxic relationships, toxic people, toxic family members, people who have never really been there for you, okay? Don't worry. The universe is going to have replacements for them. And it's going to be 10 times better, because I've already seen it happen. And you may find, yeah, it may be true. Your social circle of friends may start to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Why would that happen? Because you are choosing to grow. You're choosing to grow. They're choosing to stay down here. That doesn't mean they don't have dreams or goals. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but a lot of them are in low vibrational frequency, and in your inner truth, Scorpio, you feel like, no, that's not me. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm greater than this. I know I'm here on this earth for a purpose. I know I'm here for a reason. And what is it? It's the pursuit of happiness, but I like to think of it more as the pursuit of joy. Feeling real joy. But the joy is not going to come in if you keep choosing or not recognizing when you're getting hit up by negative, ruminating, triggering thoughts of the past. You can say to that in your mind, say, okay, I recognize past trigger, that you're there. I recognize that you're trying to hit my energy up, but not today. I'm not going to allow that. I don't have time for that. I only have time to focus in on my success. I only have time to focus in on loving relationships. I only have time to focus in on the family members that truly care about me and they are truly showing me their love. I only have time to focus in on my kids, being the best parent that I could possibly be. This is the path of least resistance, is really in truth the path to becoming the best version of you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant Victoria will book you for that personal reading. I will be going live today for Tuesday, April 25th of 2023 at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone until 5 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone, For live super chat, you got that one burning question, $10 for one question. If you feel like you need a longer reading, I do have 4 spots available on my recording schedule for this particular week until April 30th. So Sunday, April 30th. So there are 4 spots available. So definitely hit me up at Blue Scorpion Gifts, and Victoria will send you all of the proper information and to get you booked and how to pay for your reading. And I would love to, look forward to working with you in the near future. So, my awesome and amazing Scorpios, rock it out today. Remember, action is the only remedy that's going to get you to where you need to be. Okay? So, until next time, you guys, take care.